So there you go. Come on, Coves. So there's now time to take these out for another walk. Indeed, yes. So this video is called Yesterday People. Now yesterday people is all of us. All of us really. You could even say the Lord was a yesterday person because he spoke a lot about yesterday. Covie, come Bubba girl. Don't eat poo. You're good Bubba. You might find poo over there but don't eat it. You're a good girl. Yeah, because the Lord spoke a lot about the time of David, the time of Abraham. But yesterday person isn't talking about the past. It's a person trying to live in the past. Or, yeah, not necessarily even trying to, just has a habit of basically living like that. Where their viewpoint is that. Yeah, when they're walking, they're looking backwards. Everything in their life is walking backwards until. But then, yeah, that's what I've said in the past. If you drive according to the way you live, you will crash all the time. If you live according to the way that you should drive, if you're going to be a good driver, then you would live far better. Far better. It's like years ago we had a program called Tomorrow's World. Tomorrow's World was looking at technology, looking at inventions, looking at how things are likely to be in the future, trying to look ahead. We don't have those programs anymore. No. Tomorrow's people, no. There are very, very few people that are thinking about tomorrow. Too many are thinking about yesterday. I did a video yesterday. Yeah, there you go. Gotcha. Old people and society. See? Thinking about yesterday. Now in that one, I spoke about the fact that a lot of old people, certainly for years, you'd have old people, oh, in my day, things were better. You never had this much cheek from the younger people. No, we would never be disrespectful to our elders. Well, actually, you would. You didn't see it because you were a younger person. And also, that disrespect would have been different to what disrespect is nowadays. You know, just because the older generation in those days didn't react the way you are, doesn't mean it wasn't happening. One other point about the past, about why the past looked better, is because when you were younger, when you were 10 or 11, your way of thinking was different. You were a person who would look forward to the next day. You would go to bed with a certain degree of excitement as to what may be ahead tomorrow. What you're going to do, you're going to go to school, you're going to see your friends. Oh no, it's weekend. Oh, you're going to spend time with your friends. Fantastic. What have you got planned? What are you going to do? Normally that would be the case. In COVID, not necessarily, but normally that would be the case. Certainly for most of us, when we were younger, that was the case. I know from my own experience. Yeah, it was a case of, yeah, there was myself, there was Andy, there was Steve Scarrett, there was a few others, and we would play cricket sometimes, we'd play football most of the time. Yeah, I would go into Andy's house, we'd go and play computer. We'd listen to the top 20, top 40, whichever it was. You know, we had the first of MTV. We watched music videos, that sort of stuff. Yeah, we used to take the Mickey out of songs. Certainly any song we could turn into a sexual lyric, we'd do that. Or any song we could turn into a dirty lyric in some way, we would do it. Like any talking about breaking wind or anything like that. We would do that because we were kids. We had childish minds. We thought like children because we were children. But we had that innocence that we don't have now. Now I'm 52. my outlook is different to what it was then. You know, I've had a life. You know, I've had many years to look back on and say, okay, I've learned quite a lot from that. Yeah, my outlook isn't quite as it was then, partly because of all those years. And that's true for every single person. But that's why we can look back. Now, I've spoken about music and said, oh, but when I was younger, the music was far better. I do believe the music was better, although I do believe there are some good artists now. Am I up to date with the artists now? Not in any way, shape or form. I only hear what I hear on the radio. If the radio's on the car and I hear a song, I like it. But that's it really. I don't hear an awful lot of stuff that's nowadays. So therefore, how can I really say the music then was better than it is now? When I don't really have an understanding about what's out now. I do with some. You know, some artists I know, but they're the ones who really are in the pop charts. Yeah. Any stuff that's different, I will never clue that. Because I don't hang around the sort of people who may listen to that, you know. So yeah. So yeah, as I say, with that being the case, I can't really say with any degree of accuracy whether the quality of music is better now than it was then or vice versa, because I don't know. I can certainly say that now some things are better than they were then, some things are worse. The fact that we have internet is good. It's good. The fact that we have power steering in cars is very good. You know, a lot of the older cars, certainly when I was a teenager, wouldn't have had power steering. They would have been a bit of a mare to drive, you know, compared to cars now. You know, anti-lock brakes, all that sort of stuff. We've got all of that now, haven't we? You know, our cars, our vehicles are far better than they ever used to be. You know, even the fact of television really is better. Because when I was a teenager, we had BBC One, BBC Two, I think ITV, that was it. That was it. Later on we got Channel 4 in the UK. Then we got Channel 5. Then we got the Freeview channels. And we got Sky. But it took a while. So now, look at what's available to people. Well, especially now because of COVID, we're having movies basically directly sent to those sort of streaming sites now, aren't they? Yes, you don't need to go to a cinema. You don't need to sit amongst all these other people, you know, chewing popcorn and with their Coke or whatever it is and they're having. Oh, you don't need to do any of that at all. Come here, Babs. Come here. Let's get over here a sec. Let's get out of the way of that doggy. Got a doggy coming. I spoke recently about the cancel culture. The cancel culture is about looking at the past, but looking at other people's past, looking at what other people have said or written in the past, dragging the past up of other people and trying to use it to hurt them. Come on, what are you doing? Why do people do this? I get out the blinking way and she's just standing there. Come over here, Micky here, Chewie here, now. Come here, Chewie, over here. Come over here, trying to get out of her way, she's just standing there. Well, yeah, I come over here just for something to do, yeah. Proper paths there, this is an area which is not a proper path, I'm standing here just for fun. Ah, people. People. Yeah. Well, again, that's looking at now. Yeah. What did you say about that person? That's looking at the now, that's looking at a problem of the now. Not necessarily looking at a solution of the problem, is it, really? There you go. I mean, I've done a lot of past crap, haven't I? video I did earlier was talking about the dog warden person. Well, it's partly because when I'm walking around and I see Mickey, I see how Mickey is with other dogs, I see that he's not vicious, he's not an aggressive dog. Come here, sit down. Dog's playing peekaboo around the tree. Okay. Yeah. There she goes. Wait there. Wait a minute. Who is it? Covie? Come here. Alright, Mickey here. Mickey here. You're not just standing there. Would you move? Who's in control there? You or dog? I was trying to be decent about the situation. Bloody hell. You're calling your dog isn't moving. It's a tiny dog. Go and pick it up. Jesus Christ, why don't people train their dogs? You don't even train the animals, do they? Oh, that's another point. Yeah. Well, it's coming out of mine. And Mickey on the lead, got the other cement to the car. Then I saw something that, yeah, validated me to keep on talking about this to a certain degree. I was saying earlier, I didn't think that Harvey was a vicious dog. Harvey actually is a vicious dog. Unfortunately, as I brought mine out, I just glanced over. Harvey lunged. Yeah, the owner had to grab hold of him because he lunged. Why? Hopefully now he will start to train that dog to stop doing it. Yeah, easy enough to train, easy enough to do, easy enough to do. Oi, Mickey, oi! It's a tree, idiot! Stop trying to pull it up. God damn it! How many sticks around here? And you go for the thing you can't put out the ground, don't you? Nutter. Look, sticks laying there. He won't go for those. He goes for the twig coming out the ground, or the what was a tree. It's been broken or something. I don't know. Maybe it will still survive. Covie, come now. Come, Bubba. Good girl. See, I called her. She came. The woman was calling her dog over and 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 it wouldn't come. I called her. She came. I want to go that way, don't I? I can go this way. It doesn't matter. I'll go this way. It doesn't matter. Yeah. No, I mean the issue of yesterday. Yeah, that's the point. I was speaking about the animal welfare person in that one. Because, as I was saying, I see Mickey around other dogs. You know, every single time I go out. With these, we come across other dogs and Mickey's fine. No problem. That one, earlier, yes. Mickey did have a go at a dog a little bit. Because that dog started being aggressive. Proves the point. In all the other videos where dogs haven't been aggressive, Mickey has shown no sign of aggression at all. At all. So yeah. Well, put it this way. That goes to the point, right? All the stuff from the neighbours has all been because I said something that offended them. How offensive do you think it is to me? Right? Listen to the videos I've made when I've mentioned Mickey. Listen to my emotions with regards to that. How offensive do you think I've taken that fact that they have tried to accuse Mickey of being an aggressive dog? That they've ignored Floyd attacking mine, but they've lied about Mickey being an aggressive dog. How offensive. Yeah. But that's the point, you see. We need to walk as we drive, focusing ahead. Learn from the past, move on. Basically, what the past is there for, the same as in the car, is there danger? If there's danger, then I need to react to that, right? I need to respond to that. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't be moving forward in the direction I want to move if there's danger in the past that I haven't, you know, I need to deal with that situation. Same as a nail. Where's the nail? Now, you look in your side window and see what's there, right there. If there's something there, you have to respond to it, don't you? Wait, shift off. Covie. Come on, Cubs. Good girl. Mickey, here, leave it. Come on, hurry up. Come here, Mick. Get your sticky, there you go. Get your sticky. Come on, Mickey, move, on you go. So that's not here. Walking here. That's why I'm constantly aware to see either dogs, either people with young children, because, you know, Riley jumps up a bit, Chewie jumps up a bit. So let's be aware of what's around so I can deal with it, so I can manage the situation here. That's what the now and the past is about. Learning from it. That you change your direction based upon what's, you know, going on around you. In a car, you respond, you look behind, you look to the side. Before you manoeuvre, you've got to do that. Observation. Before you manoeuvre. So observation, signal, manoeuvre. You've got to do your observation. In life, that's what the past. That's what behind, that's what to the side is for. Observation. I think to a certain degree, driving is God-given. I think that has to be God-given. Even the way we're supposed to drive has to be God-given, because if you look at the way you drive, if you live that way, you're going to live a far better way in your life. And yet we don't, do we? And yet we don't. Come on, this way. I don't know where that dog is barking, but somewhere around it. Okay. No, that's the thing, we don't. We don't bother living our lives that way, but we have to. Because, well, okay. Let's deal with the past a bit more before we go into that. Part of the reason why people like to live in the past is because it's comfortable. You know it. You've already lived it. So therefore it's comfortable because you can just settle in it. You know, you can look at happier times, and you don't need to look ahead, because ahead can be scary, especially when you're older. Because a lot of people, the way society has treated older people, every day is just a step closer to death. That's all it is. You're just walking to your death. That's what getting old is about for some people. You're just walking to your death. Like I said the other day with regards to the royal family, they have purpose. Not having purpose when you're older is a problem. But what's purpose? What is purpose? Something to look forward to. We have that in our understanding, don't we? That we need something to look forward to. So looking forward, that's the thing, isn't it? Have something to look forward to. What the heck is that? Is that a deer? That's a deer, okay. Is that Mickey going, Mickey? 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 Come. That's a tough one. He saw a deer. So calling him back when he's chasing a deer, he came back. He did come back. But that was a big old deer, that was. Aye, running through the woods. I'm not sure what you saw of that. But that was quite cute. That was very sweet indeed. And yeah, I'm glad Mickey didn't get it, because, you know, they can be quite fierce. Oh yeah. That was quite a big creature, that. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful creature. Stunning. Yeah. That's the thing, when I see things like that, you see wildlife, you see all that sort of stuff. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. You want to see God? Just look at stuff like that. You want to see whether heaven is real? Just look at stuff like that. It's bloody obvious. And you've got to be a complete utter moron to not realise that. The problem is how the world is full of complete utter morons, isn't it, really? Well, as I say, it's pretty moronic to live life in the past, but we do it, don't we? We all do it. We all focus on past things, which is not good. Right. Well, it's stress related, isn't it, really? But when I focus on past things, it's quite stressful because I get annoyed about it. Is that healthy? Not really. Not really. I mean, it's good to get that out if it's in. It's good to get it out. However, it's not good to encourage it to continue. That's a different matter. Yeah? Micky, move! See, look, good boy. Come straight away. Called it, he didn't come straight away when it was a deer. But he still came. I called him a couple of times and he came. Right? That was tricky because he saw a deer. And he's like, oh my God. So he still come back. That was good. Oh, he did. He did. Hi. Ah, dear. We've got to learn, we've got to do better, we've got to understand why we keep falling into mess. Part of the reason why we keep falling into mess is because we're living in the past. We keep living in the past. As I say, if you're walking backwards, you can't see what you're walking into. You can't. And that's the thing. That's why we keep on falling over, that's why we keep on hurting ourselves. We keep on getting into relationships that are unhealthy because we're not walking into it with our eyes open. We're not having a purpose, we're not having a plan. We're not looking forward. So that's what I said earlier about the fact that, we often get with the same wrong people for us. Because we spend most of our lives looking backwards and we suddenly look forwards and, oh, I recognise that type of person. Oh, I like that type of person, don't I? That's because instead of dealing with the past, we've been we've been loving it. Because, put it this way, even you get people who beat themselves up about their past, spend a lot of time beating themselves up about their past, but it means they love it because they do it all the time. So even though it doesn't seem as if they're loving it, they are. Because self-harm is, a lot of people enjoy self-harming. Beating yourself up about the past is self-harming. Yes, stop doing it. Look forward. It's not easy. I know. It isn't easy. No, I mean, there's so many things in life that try and, as I said the other day, we don't have that kingdom understanding in this world. That, when bad things happen, you forgive, you move forward, you let it go. We have a world system that says you've got to punish people. That's the world system. As I said, the problem is that what people don't understand, the world belongs to the devil, right? His kingdom, his eternal place is hell. And people don't realise, if you do things according to this kingdom, you're doing things according to the devil's kingdom. So you're pleasing the devil, you're not pleasing God. You're living according to his will and his ways, the devil's. And so, the devil, look, it's completely understandable to think the same as with God. That people who do things God's ways, God's going to bless them and do things nice to them, right? But you see, to a certain degree, the devil's doing the same. Even though the devil is going to drag you down to hell. If you are of that type, what the devil's doing, he's only doing what's in his nature. And he's rewarding you based upon your nature. You like to self-harm? Well, eternity in hell will be perfect. Chewie, get up now. Get up now. Wait, what are you rolling? What are you rolling? Packing up. Come here. Do you want to sleep on my bed? You want to roll in that and then get on my bed? You can start off. Go on. Dozy dog. Leave it now. Too big. Covie, leave. Too big. Too big, my girl. Yeah, when he comes across things like horse poo, he'll roll it. I had a situation where Lucy was actually rolling dog poo. Really good, yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, and don't confuse the fact that when I said the past is there to be observed, like it is when you're driving a car, you observe what's behind you, you observe what's there right now. That doesn't mean you have to observe it all the time. Same in a car, if you drive in a car and you observe the past all the time, you will crash. You observe, you look at the side window all the time, you will crash. Yeah, you wouldn't not be able to crash. Yeah, okay. At the time when cars first come onto the road, there was about 5 or 6 cars within a 100-mile space, so you could look in the side or in the back, and you probably wouldn't crash into anything. Not important. You won't really going fast enough anyway. Now, that isn't the case, okay? Come on, close. Now the reality is, roads are full of cars. Yeah, parked cars, cars that are being driven, cars that are being driven well, cars that are being driven badly. Some people do seem to live, or do seem to drive slightly how they live, badly. There are some people that do that, yes. But yeah, we've got to try and look forward. Now I know looking forward is difficult, especially with things like COVID. We've had this, we've been locked down for a long period of time. So we're now in a position where in the UK at least, there's no pandemic anymore. We're basically out the pandemic. Yeah. So that means that we should be looking for something, you know, to come out of lockdown-ish sort of situations. We should be coming out of those situations. Doesn't mean we will be. No. Right, today apparently there was protests in Glasgow about COVID and lockdowns and that sort of stuff. There's protests in Manchester for Manchester United. There's been protests in Tottenham and outside Arsenal's football ground as well. Covie, walk away. Walk away, it's all rusty. Don't drink that. Jesus. Josie, come this way. Over here. I can hear people very noisy. Can't see them, but I can certainly hear them. Well, the reality is that, yeah, we need to have things to look forward to. Do we have things right now? Certainly, yeah, been difficult, yeah. We have little things, I suppose. We should all have little things to look forward to. If you don't, then get something to look forward to. Yeah. Yeah. Look at her. She's a beautiful brother. That's something I get to look forward to. You know, every morning she wants to jump up and have morning loveies. She wants to have cuddles and kisses and all that first thing in the morning. That's cool. Right. We can do that for. Leave it, Chewie. Chewie, leave it. Mickey! Come on the move. What's you been doing? Hey, the move, what you been doing? Loves, come on this way. Come on. Over you come. Leave it. Leave it. It's a poo bag. Why on earth it's in the middle of the bloody path, I don't know. Over there wouldn't be too bad, at least it'd be out of the people that are walking. Yeah. Oh dear. But look, to a certain degree, that's the point. Fact. You can't do much about that. Someone's dropped a poo bag right on the path. Yeah, is it better than poo being on the path? Yeah. Because at least it can be disposed of. Instead of a poo bag, it's better. Right? Now, one thing I've always been annoyed about, there should be a bin here. Right? There's an area here where you could put a bin. Over there, right behind the bloody thing there, you could put a bin. I'd put it there. Why not? You know? Generally speaking, that area there, you've got an area just ahead. That's where the car park is. Now, what normally happens with dogs is that you get out the car, they start running. As soon as they start running, they need to poo. It's fairly quick because there's an exit going, it gets all that system going. Near the area, on the path. Now, there, that'd be good. Good area for a poo bag, a poo bin there. Now, get it away from the benches if you wish. That's cool. You don't have to be within the benches. There's plenty of spaces where you can put bins for poo bags and rubbish and all the rest. Yeah? Because you walk around, you'll have bottles, you'll have cans, you'll have all the rest around here soon enough. Yeah, once people start coming round in the summer, once you start getting much better weather, it'll be packed. People would be sitting at these areas, you know. What I don't get about the park, where we go for our midnight walk talk. What I don't get about that is that people like to have a picnic in their car, or they go and get McDonald's or something, go and sit in the car and eat it. In the car. Take it home, sit in comfort. Watch the telly or whatever you want to watch. Do that. That's better. Yeah, that'll do the job. Yeah. People want to do that. So I said before, you've got people that want to go to a car park and sit talking to someone in their car while they're in their car. And there might be another person next to their car in another car talking to all three of them. So what? Have you never heard of going to each other's houses? This was even pre-COVID, they're doing this a lot. Have you never heard of going to each other's houses? Sitting in the warmth, having a cup of tea. In winter, middle of winter, they're out there doing this. What are you doing? Go and sit in the warmth somewhere, nice and comfy. You like your vehicles, great. I like the car, but I wouldn't want to sit in it for ages talking to someone in another car. Mollie's gonna wait by the car. You waiting by the car, Mollie? You waiting by the car, Bubba? Yeah, Mollie waiting by the car, isn't she, Bubba? Here's a good girl. Good girl, my Carly. Good girl, my Carly. Love you. Good girl, my Carly. Love you. Good girl, my Carly. Hey, here's a good Bubba, isn't you? Good girl. Right, let's get them in the car. You take care, God bless, I will speak to you soon. We actually saw a deer tonight. There you go. Kushti. Saw a deer. And let's have something to look forward to, shall we? Let's focus on the things that we have to look forward to and not the crap in the past. I mean, there's enough crap in the past. Well, I think we spent enough time focusing on that. Let's try and focus on the things that we have to look forward to. Yeah? You take care, God bless, I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.